Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Northamptonshire career mode. It's been pretty good of late, like we've been in magnificent form. Since that loss to Nottinghamshire, we have been dominant. So we will start off with the game we won by 3 wickets against Glamorgan. They batted first post at a respectful 232. I thought we bowled pretty well. Conor McCurry 4 for 47. Anderson 3 for 48, and just good bowling performance all round. In response, we got a very poor effort in return. 172, Rosington 59 was the only real standout in the innings, and the two opening bowlers getting a 5 for each. Trailing by quite a bit, but we absolutely steamrolled them back. 101 all out with Daniel 5 for 41 and Mirzabani, Anderson, McCurry getting the other wickets. Left us a really awkward chase. It was obviously a bowling wicket. Anderton with a crucial 53, well supported by Rosington and Jacks. We were in a bit of trouble at 75 for 5, and I thought, yeah, this is probably going to be a loss, but we pulled through with some key knocks there. And that got us a very nice win against Glamorgan. Next up, we played Nottinghamshire in the... this is pretty much a demolition job that we did. 252 we got in our first innings. No one really got going for us. A lot of starts there. Like basically 10 of the batsmen got starts, and it was an all-round effort to get to that 252. Share of the wickets for the bowlers with Riley 4 for 56. In response, they got 296. Coleman 99. Obvious standout there, and a few decent contributions from their other batsmen. Mirzabani was okay, 4 for 100, but expensive. Curran 3 for 59, McCurry 2 for 46. Just kept them in check. We're a little bit behind, but we batted exceptionally well in this innings. 473 for 6, Rosington the standout, 152, well supported by Gunson and Jacks and Curran. And that was a pretty good batting effort because we scored pretty fast too. We were going well over 4 runs per over, and then we decimated them in their second innings. We didn't have too much time to bowl them out, but we did the job. Like Daniel Mirzabani, hats off to them, bowled exceptional spells, bowled them real long spells too. But yeah, that's a very convincing result, won by 321 runs. The next game, it discontinued. We played Gloucestershire here as well, and we won by 4 wickets. We restricted them to 244 all out, which is a pretty good effort. A share of the wickets from everyone. Like the bowling this season, like someone's standing up in each game. That's why we've been so dominant in the county championship this season. 217 all out. The batting's sort of hit or miss. We've got a lot of guys trying to get their spot and settle in the team. Gunson with 49, the only real standout there. And Atkins, 6 for 89, exceptional bowler. I believe he is the spinner. Yes, he is. And he's reasonably established at the level. So we were trailing a little bit again, but again, the bowling... gets us out of trouble. 192 out Gloucestershire with McCurry 4 for 29. Jacks the spinner comes to the party 3 for 38. Pretty bit of an awkward chase, 220 for 6, but Anthony Thor absolutely outstanding, 141, and just had enough support from Jacks with 32. That got us comfortably over the line in the end. So the good winning form continued. We dominated Middlesex here. 208 all out they were. They had 2 men really settled at the crease. They put on a decent partnership, Harris and Eskenazi. But Daniel 5 for 63, Chief Destroyer. We got them all out for 208, which is a pretty paltry score. We scored 288 in response at top order, doing enough with Bamber for them, 4 for 64, and Craig Young, the Irishman, 3 for 39. Middlesex in response were rolled for 164. Good display from all our bowlers here. Our bowlers have got a couple of them had a few seasons under their belt, and it's just showing now with Mirzabani, 3 for 57, and Conor McCurry, outstanding spell, 4 for 18. just a good hostile bowler he is. He gets wickets in clumps. Left us chasing a pretty small target of 85, and the openers practically did the job for us. Of course, we can't go with throughout the season without getting a loss. We were well and truly outplayed in this game. Worcestershire, posted a good all-round effort there, and Jack's bowled exceptionally well with Anderson. The two spinners taking the majority of the wickets. But it was just a game where the batting didn't really fire. Cranshaw with the 47 there, but their bowlers were on top from the get-go. And they posted another good score of 239. Like, their bowling effort was good in this game, I felt. Like, Anderson, Jackson, Topley especially got basically all our wickets. But that first innings really cost us, as we did really well in the second innings, got 303. Tung 7 for 99 for them. James Vince and Anderton looked like they could take the game away, and were in a very good position at one point, but just the lower, middle to lower order just crumbled as soon as those two went out. So it was probably good to have that loss. We bounced back in the next game against Middlesex. Posted 301. They did. Top three did pretty well. Mirzabani with a 5 for there. Did okay. We recovered from a pretty grim situation with Connor McCurr 73 and Mirzabani 23. Got us back in the game when it looked as though they would have a big lead. So they posted 283, which set us a really imposing total. Eskenazi, another 100 too. He's been in pretty good form. Share the wickets between all the bowlers. But our batsman delivered. Cranshaw with a very, very important score in his career. Cranshaw has had a few battles throughout the time he's been here, but it's good to see he got that 100 under immense pressure. Rosington and Curran supported him well there, and Anthony Thor at the start at least gave us a chance, keep us in the hunt. We eventually got on top and took the win there. So the game today, with us in form against Gloucestershire, they are in 7th and we're in 1st. We're not taking anything for granted, but without further ado, let's get into the game. Pretty much a pretty settled team here. Like, we've got Thor and Vasconcelos, James Vince at 3, Anderton at 4, Cranshaw at 5. Rosington, our ever good consistent keeper at 6, Curran 7, Jackson 8, our two all-rounders, and just the 3 in-form bowlers, McCurra, Daniel, and Mirzabani. So let's see what will happen. We probably will go try and win the toss and bat, and we have lost the toss and we're bowling. Just need a good start here with the ball. That's a brilliant start. Daniel's got the early wickets. Decent start. McCurr, Curran. Just got a really good diverse bowling attack too. A good 50 for him in there. So we'll bring Jackson to the attack and just bring Daniel back to try and get that breakthrough. 88 for 1 after 32. I'd say that's their session, effectively. And hopefully our spinner can come into the action a little bit here. It's the key breakthrough. And here we go. Just a couple of lovely strikes. Just gets us back right into the game. Connor McCurr for a hostile spell. Mirzabani, the attack. Spinner's been tidy so far. Daniel with another spell. Going to really try and push Daniel a wee bit. Just when they look like they're getting away, like 250s there. Like, just put them back in check again. We'll get that guy in. Sam Curran. 192 for 4. It's a pretty interesting game at the moment. Curran's been a little bit expensive, but Tatasol is gone. And Curran's made 2 key breakthroughs. We'll bowl the spinner. They're going to bowl the part-time offie for a few overs too, just to get to the 80th over, and then we'll bring in the new ball and their main 2. So Anderton has got another wicket. He part-timer, gets the odd sort of wicket here and there. He's useful. 261 for 8. It's a decent score batting first, but hopefully we can wrap them up for around this. And I feel we've been the dominant of the two sides. Rosabani back into the attack. Good last wicket partnership, this. Conor McCurr ends it, though. And 293 all out. I'd say they'd be pretty happy with that. Like, our batting is a bit frail at times. And Anthony Thor, just looking at his stats, he's had a few games for England and got 100. Very promising player. Works away to the boundary there. Vasconcelos in his 6th season with us. He's been here since day one. So is Anderton. Rosington has as well. Good shots. And Vasconcelos has gone for 14. It brings the experienced James Vince to the wickets. Just need to get a partnership, get close to the total, if not bettering it here today. If we can. Got to continue our good ways. Like, even though we've won all these games, like, the second place team's only dropped one game themselves, so it's a 2-horse race at the moment for the Division 2 title. Like, at the end of the day, I just want to get promoted back to Division 1. I believe we have the team that can foot it there now. Just going back, when we went up the first time, we just weren't quite ready, I don't think. And sort of just needed a bit more time in Division 2 to develop. So this is a key partnership, this. Like, we just lost that wicket before of Anthony Thor. Anderton, who has been exceptionally quiet this season in the first class, only averaging 30. Just hope he can get out of that slump. You got to pick this guy anyway. He has been really good for us ever since the start of this rebuild for Northamptonshire. Really, so lovely shots. Got the spin in for Gloucestershire. Pretty interesting game. We're going nearly at 4 runs per over. We are a very aggressive side in terms of that. To spin, let's swear off the spin for now. They're operating Atkins, who got a few wickets against us the last time we played him. He got a 6 for, I believe. And Anderton, after all that hard graft's out for 28 of 72 deliveries. Cranshaw joins the wicket with Vince. Spinners are doing a really good job for them. James Vince brings up a very important 50. He's going to be a key man, I think, for us this innings. Nice. At the moment, need someone to support him, though. Cranshaw, as mentioned, got that breakthrough 100 a couple of games ago. Let's hope Cranshaw can build on that, you know. Like, he is good enough for the level. Just looking at quickly his stats. 200, 650s, average of 37.5. He's cemented a spot in the order in the white clothing. Coloured clothing, he's still got a bit of work to do. Like, he's going to have to take his opportunities, his limited opportunities in the 1 day and 20 over stuff if he's going to break his way into the side. At least he's sort of forming a partnership with James Vince. James Vince, of course, was a key signing for us. Just he adds the bit of experience that Levy used to bring at that position. It's a pretty interesting encounter, this. He's closing in on that 100. And he has gone for 89 of 149 deliveries. Needed that to go to 100, a big 100. It's missed out there. Brings a very good keeper in Rosington, who I rate pretty much. He has been fantastic. Cranshaw. 223 for 4. I'd say we're in the better position of the two sides. Got our 2 all-rounders still to come. Curran and Jack's are reasonably good batsmen as well. Curran's probably slightly more known for his bowling, and Jack's is probably known a bit more for his his batting. But Curran, of course, has played for England, and I would put him a spot higher in the order. Ooh, I don't know about that. Oh, I got him on the back leg. It's all good. So Curran's at the wicket. Hopefully Curran can make the impact. It's a very good game at the moment between these two sides. It's going to be going down to most likely who bats better in their second innings. Curran goes cheaply. 261 for 6. And that's a very important 50 for Cranshaw. Just working it round nicely. One more partnership. Get us to around that 330, 340. Just give us that 50-run lead would be massive in this game. 24 for 6. Jack's with a lovely drive for 4. So we're practically even with them now. Scores are tied, and now we've got a bit of a lead. This is where we can hurt the Gloucestershire side and get away. So Cranshaw's gone for a very, very patient 60, but it was a very good innings. And brings in the man that has scored a few runs for us in recent times, Connor McCurr. No ball, okay. This is a very handy lead too with our bowling attack. I back this bowling attack. Jack's. Be good if Jack's got a 50 as well, just to help us along a bit. He's on 37. Partnerships, a very handy partnership too. So it's putting Gloucestershire in a position where they might have to bat very well to even force a result on us. There's plenty of time still to play. This is only day 2. This is a very good partnership. This should be Jax's 50. And it is. Lovely shot. Great innings. And the lead has grown to 65 runs with 3 wickets in hand. This is very good stuff from our side. Our side continuing the good form that they've had in the county championship. So this is day 3 now. And Jax has gone early. Got that 50. So our innings should wrap up pretty quickly. Daniel and Mirzabani are not known too much for their batting. But wouldn't it be good to get that 20 or 30 extra runs? That 400 would look brilliant. It's a nasty little partnership again. Daniel, 14 runs is okay. I'm happy with that. Yeah, 14. Mirzabani, average of 9. If he can get his average, it'd be fantastic. Nice shot for 4. 391 for 9. Been a very much a batting effort that has most guys contributing. Is this our 400? No, we get dismissed for just 1 run shy of that. Our lead's 106. Atkins 5 for 129. Okay, so hopefully respond good with the balls. Been really good from the opening bowlers without too much reward. We'll bring out the spinner in. Connor McCurr. 40 without loss after 16 overs. Very good partnership. Someone to break it here immediately. 114 without loss, so they lead by 8 runs. So they're in credit now. Mirzabani gets the wicket of Hammond. Can we get a double break here? And we do. Milne gone for 43. Both openers gone. 2 new men at the wickets. And here we go. Mirzabani, Bracey's gone. Great spell of bowling. That puts the middle order under pressure. It really tests them out. Jackson for the attack and Daniel in as well. So they have regrouped again. 214 for 3. Bring Mirzabani back. Gonna give Mirzabani a big spell. Just use our other bowlers as our. And Curran's got a couple wickets. Not a bad batting side, Gloucestershire. They have shown in this game that they can foot it. Gonna bring Connor McCurr and Daniel a wee bit early. So 254 for 5. We're into day 4. We need to roll them here, so we have enough time to bat and get these runs. depending on how the pitch plays out. Daniel gets the wicket of Atkins. Bring Curran into the attack. Mirzabani. 226. That's not going to be an easy total. I might be batting for the draw here. May not have enough time to get this. I might have a go at it. Got wrapped up at reasonably quickly. 242 with 2 sessions remaining. It's around 4 and over. Yeah, but good batting effort from them. Just need to get the over batted out, really. Just up the rate a wee bit. So the key for us here is just giving us around 140 to get in the last session or something like that. Of course, we wanted a better start than that, but never mind. James Vince. It was our top run scorer in the first innings, a score of 89. Just felt the bowling was just a tad off this game. Like, we just couldn't quite get on top of these guys. 55 minutes to bat. Just gonna try and up the rate to 5s. I'm here to push results. Our team has been good all season. I'm gonna back the guys that have shown us good form. We shot again. 4. The boundaries are flowing at a good rate. Lovely shot again. 86 for 1 after 20 overs. We are going at the required run rate that we need. Would love to get it down to something manageable at like 3.5 and over or something like that. So then I can lower the aggression just a wee bit. I think I'm missing at a few of those. 95 for 1. Lovely shot from Vince again. Here's our 100 and another 4 for James Vince. So he's racing along. He's 1 away from 50. Vasconcelos is not too far away either. Lovely shot down the ground. And that is James Vince's 50. Backs it up. Back 50s. Right, 250s now. Just gotta keep going. Oh, lost the wicket of Vasconcelos. So Anderton, who's been struggling a wee bit this season, as mentioned. So he's got a wee bit of time. Probably get himself in. And he's gone for a duck. And we've lost a couple wickets here. So someone needs to come in with Vince and play a hand. Because we're in the hunt in this game. We really are. Like, I think we can chase this in the last session. 110, 115 to get is totally achievable in 30 overs. If we've got wickets in hand. 2 all-rounders are pretty quick scoring batsman as well. Lovely shot from Vince. Cranshaw. Lovely shot from Cranshaw. From Cranshaw again. Big over here. We've got 11 off it. From Vince. 145 for 3 after 35 overs. We need 98 in the last session to win. I want this partnership continuing for at least half of it, so then we've got wickets in hand to really play for that win still. Great shot from Cranshaw down the ground. I think Atkins will play a key part in this session too. He is a man that can get wickets. He's proven that against us. It's just spinning past the leg stump there of Cranshaw's. Lovely shot again, another 4. 163 for 3. Really need to keep winning. Just so I can... Maybe if I get in a position where I look like I'm going to get promoted, I can maybe give a few other guys a bit of a run as well at the level. This has been a good inning. It's a good partnership. Cranshaw really needed it after that and lost the wicket of Anderton. 47 runs. We are looking likely here for the victory. Lovely shots. Magnificent from Vince. And that is 100 in the second innings. He's led from the front. 50 for Cranshaw. 26 runs required. Puts that away for 4. Lovely shot again. Another 4 runs. Scored at a very good rate, James Vince. Strike rate of 73. 9 runs to win now. Gloucestershire will be pretty disappointed. They had 2 sessions to try and either win the game or force us to go into a defensive mentality if they'd got a few early wickets, but they never got them. And the partnership of Vince and Cranshaw gets us home quite convincingly, and then with 35 minutes left in that last session, James Vince, of course, man the match. So yeah, that continues our good form. 1-8, lost 1. Nottinghamshire, as mentioned, are not too far behind, 20 points behind. Warwickshire have been good as well. Top 3 are miles ahead of the rest of the pack. So the next games that we will be playing, guys. Right, so we will go to our fixture list. You will join us probably for the Lancashire and Leicestershire games. About the middle of the 20 over trophy, and then we'll have another episode there, and we'll see how we're going from there. Hopefully just showing our form that continues. Give us a comment, like and subscribe before click off the video, and I'll see you again for another Northamptonshire career mode video.